Okay, okay, okay. Good. It's okay to be comfortably seated. I think that that is the best way to attend to your meditation and mindfulness practice. I know it's my opinion, and yet I've been open-minded about it for a long time. Better to certainly learn how to meditate and be mindful in an upright posture so that you're alert, that you're awake, that you're aware. And you're not used to a posture like laying down where your tendency is to follow in your habit and you lay down for what reason? Usually to rest or to go to sleep. So the missions are kind of topsy-turvy. And yet, at the same token, once you develop a practice, then obviously there can be any number of instances when you desire to lay down rather than to sit. So you do that. And you have the background, and you already have habitualized your being in such a way, in such a manner that you can do it successfully and not fall asleep. Because if you fall asleep during your beginning in your meditation practice, it makes it more difficult. Standing, similarly, why are you standing? Okay, you can do it, no question about it, but why not focusing all of your attention on your being more aware? Greater perception, greater perceptivity, yeah? That's the name of the game. Mindfulness and meditation, planting seeds. And I'm explaining why. Kind of for the first time, because it's coming to me that we need to be scientific in our evaluation of what we're doing because we need to keep improving. We need to keep being open-minded and curious. I hope it's a sunny day in your life. If for some reason it's not, like my day started out as a little rainy, then closing one's eyes and visualizing yourself, your orangey glow. Realizing that you're alive in a universe that's been alive for 14 billion years. You're alive. You've arrived. You are here. You are now. We are. Bundles of miracles. Why? Why do you say that? Because it's the truth, number one. And why is it the truth? Because it has taken 1 billion of those 14 plus billion years for the evolution of life on this planet Earth to come from nothing to something like us, or an elephant, or a fish, or a beautiful plant. 1 billion years. And you are the end result of that up to this moment, your DNA. So, bundle of miracles. How can we even conceive of what this means, right? In the sea, on the land, in between. How many generations? Millions upon millions. Breathing is a process we learned about 500 million years ago. Do you think you can consider this as foundational for your being? Do you think that? You should, because it is. In fact, it is so foundational that you don't even have to think about it. It occurs autonomously. It occurs automatically. It is etched in your DNA. You breathe the air laden with oxygen in the atmosphere of this planet Earth, revolving around the sun we've named Sol, in the Milky Way galaxy. And everything is traveling in a different direction. And you will know this if you've listened to any podcast before, because I'm always amazed. Every day being new. As we rotate into the sun, what we call sunrise is actually the opposite. It's us rotating into a view of the sun, because our entire planet rotates at 1,000 miles an hour, spins in a big turn. And as we rotate into the sun, it appears to rise. And there it goes. And so it goes. Being aware of one's breathing is a means of quieting and becoming more aware of your activity, mental activity, physical activity, activity in general, spiritual activity, your whole being. And accepting and allowing in yourself the truth of the miraculous nature of this universe. Just being honest with yourself, of investigating and being curious about what, why, where, when, and how you are. How are you here? Who are you? Why? Etc. Determining your own answer to these questions can help you on your own path to greater wisdom, experience, maturity, understanding, virtue, focus, compassion, gentleness, kindness, empathy. Is this not what we want? Firmness, discipline, persevering, organized, clear, calm, peaceful, responsive, fair. There are so many qualities that we can develop and should be developing all the days of our lives. There are always things influencing us in making interpretations, making decisions and thinking about, analyzing things. We always need to keep coming into perspective, sharing details with a broader sea of knowledge that we possess. Why do we want to be perceptive? This is why. So that we have more fingers to count, not just 1 or 2, but 10. Wider, better. We come into a meditation scenario and we are comfortably postured, whatever that means for us, and we are undisturbed and we are attentive to the energy being created out of someone's vocal cords that's striking our own inner ears, our membranes, and jostling in our brains communication. Is this another miracle? I certainly think so. And the fact that we have sight and I'm looking at things as I'm speaking and going, yeah, you too, you belong in that category. Everything does. From the sensitivity of one's toes, one's nose, one's fingers, one's everything that we are is a miracle. And it is a foundational miracle. So the more that we can come into contact with this foundation, the thesis is that it will help us be more calm, more peaceful, have a broader foundation, right? Be able to find our feet and to rise and to build and to nourish and to grow and to flow and to glow and to shine in our own self-illumination. This is what you want. There are many times when people are struck in a moment in awe or in a sense of ecstatic union with yourself. There are many times when this happens to many of us. And the secret is, and the desire is, to allow this to flow. You need to be aware of what's going on. You need to study the terms of your own individuality, your own life, your own perception of how your being is interacting with the universe, which, let's say, is outside of one's skin, beyond one's skin. The miracle of being. Part of the process for me has been to learn to accept and to allow things to be and to be more patient. So I'm always recommending these qualities. Certainly everything, as stated a little while ago, needs to be reasserted all the time because of influences that are always arriving at our door, at our eyes, at our nose, at our mouth, brushing our cheeks. Always new events, new data being fed into our computers, our incredible heads. So we need to keep in our practices a sense of awareness. This flowing we're speaking about is a sense of awareness, right? Awareness is now. It was just that. It's gone already many nows ago. And yet the continuity of one now into another is what we're talking about as being a flow. I know you know. I'm just saying it anyway. Flow. And yet to keep these flowing together in a sense of continuity is what perplexes us in many ways. How can we allow and accept to alleviate this? How can we do that? By flowing with your breath, by flowing with your pulse, and by flowing with your body's shimmering ecstatic majesty. When you are aware of these foundational aspects of your being and have developed relationships with them as you are learning and practicing and teaching yourself, then you have your friends helping to propel you on your flowing way. This is what we're looking for. Beginning in one's breath, to be your best friend of your breath is an admirable trait. To be sensitive to the flow of your bloodstreams, to feel your pulse, to feel your warmth, to visualize your warm, fuzzy, orangey glow, to be aware of your body's skin, the temperature and the movement in the air. All of these physical attributes and more. Whatever you can conceive. Be full of curiosity and joy. Smile rather than frown. Be happy rather than angry. Be understanding. Have empathy and compassion rather than being sad. Understanding that every moment we have is a gift and a miracle. Have an incredible day.